What is up everyone, welcome to another Young Startup Life video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at what you should be doing right before your business pitch. So you have your pitch decks ready to go, you've probably practiced it a million times. What are the necessary steps that I take and many other entrepreneurs do right before their business pitch, whether they're going to meet investors or whether they before they get on stage at pitch competitions? We'll be talking about all of that in this video. Alright, so let's get straight into the video. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about what you should be doing right before your business pitch. So the first thing that you should do before your business pitch is to arrive early at your location. Ideally, if it's a really big competition, it might be all the way across the nation or even a different country. You want to get there a day before just so that you can get adjusted, get into your hotel, and just get ready for the competition, just get settled into the area. If you are driving there, if it's close by, then you should plan to arrive there 2 to 3 hours before. This will give you some time to do some of the other things that we'll be talking about later in this video and some of the other steps that I do before my business pitch. So try to get there 2 to 3 hours early before the pitch. You don't want to get there on time because you're not going to be able to deliver a good pitch. Doesn't matter how many times you've been practicing it. So the next thing you want to do is number 2 is to wear appropriate attire. This does not mean a suit. Please note this. You do not want to wear a suit. For the majority of people, you do not want to be wearing a suit when pitching your business. Now, this is obviously just my opinion, in my opinion only, and you probably should look at the competition rules to see if there's like a dress code or something like that, and obviously wear a suit if it says to. But for wearing something along the lines of a suit or anything that is very, very formal for boys and girls, it just doesn't make any sense to do this. In my opinion, if you should wear something that is associated with your business and is appropriate for your business. So let me just give you an example. If you have a business that creates games for young children, then wearing something very, very formal, it just doesn't make any sense. You should probably be wearing just a t-shirt and some jeans. You've probably seen a lot of examples if you watch Shark Tank of fun and casual businesses wearing clothes that align with their business. Now, if you are a company that does something, for example, like cybersecurity, then yeah, wearing something that's formal makes sense. For the majority of people pitching their business, I would recommend to wear some business casual. So this would mean dress shirt, blouse, dress pants, khakis/chinos, or a blazer. Wearing business casual clothing is makes you look professional, but also is not very, very formal, and it's a really perfect for startups, especially if you're going to pitch competitions. That's very, very important. Don't underestimate the value that wearing appropriate clothing can have on your pitch. Number 3 is preparation. Now, I suggest you read our 2 other blog posts that go into preparation in great detail for your pitch. And before you pitch, you should definitely be looking at these 2 blog posts. So the first one is how to pitch your business idea to get money from investors. So we teach you exactly how to do that. We look at the different things that you should be doing that I've seen and I've done to win competitions and impress investors and judges. And this is a really great article that you should definitely look at. You should also read our post on the slides that you should include to attract investors and win competitions. So these are slides that investors and judges are looking for and that you should probably have in every single pitch deck that you create in every single pitch, because these are the ones that are going to win you competitions. So look at those videos or read those blog posts. It'll definitely help you. Some quick tips that you should take away from these is that you should know who you're pitching to. This is very important. Everyone should have various slide decks. You should have a bunch of them just lying around and you should create many of them, because you should be pitching and creating your pitch depending on who you're pitching to. So an example would be if there's an investors or a competition is focusing on a social component, they should probably talking about the social component of your business for a majority of the time, even have multiple slides. If the competition is focusing more on growth and and how your startup will grow within the next few years, then maybe adding more slides for that. And so looking at who you're pitching to is very, very, very important. You don't want to bore your audience. You want to keep it engaging and act very confident when pitching. This will help you show that you're an expert, and this is very important. You don't need a degree to be an expert in your business. You need to be confident, you should be engaging, be enthusiastic, and not let your ego take over. This is very important, especially in the Q&A portion, where judges are meant to rip your business apart. They want to see everything about your business, and they're going to ask you the toughest questions. So don't let your ego take over. If you do those three things, then you'll look very good in front of the judging panel and the investors, and you'll act like an expert in front of them. You should also have an amazing slide deck. Definitely download our pitch deck blueprint. We'll leave a link in the description below. It is based off of award-winning startups that I've created and other various very high achieving startups and their pitch decks. So definitely look at that, and the design is based off of that, and it doesn't take much to have a really great pitch deck. You just need to put in the time and effort. All right, number 4, you should run through your pitch twice before you actually go up and pitch. Now, I've done it all. I've done it, practiced 10 times right before the pitch, the day of, practiced a bunch, way more than that, and I've practiced none. In my opinion, you should practice just twice before going to pitch competition. This is obviously my opinion, so you should try to see and get a feel for what works for you. Usually what happens is the first time you go through it, you're going to be nervous. So you're just trying to just get into the groove of your pitch. And if you mess up really badly, that's okay. Second time you're running through it is to nail it 100%. This is obviously assuming that you've run through your pitch a million times before you got to the competition. So you should do it twice so that you can really get ready for it. You don't want to over practice. Also, I would check to make sure that everything's working. So your slide deck, remember, no misspellings, your prototypes are working, or your designs are showing, your videos, your demonstrations, live demonstrations, everything is working for your pitch, because you don't want anything to go wrong. You should also be flexible when doing your pitch if something does happen to go wrong. All right, number 5, this is something interesting, is our power poses. Power poses are there to increase your confidence and reduce your stress, which is exactly what you want to be doing right before your pitch. In actuality, power poses are really great to do at any point during the day if you're not feeling productive or anything. So I suggest you read this article that we have. It goes into a little bit more in depth if you're interested in doing them. If it's just a fun, neat thing that you could try before your pitch, and it might actually end up helping. Number 6 is to go to the bathroom. This is very serious. The last thing that you want to happen before your pitch is to have to go to the bathroom right before. Trust me, I've been there. It's gonna be very awkward, and even if you have to do it before your pitch and you still have some time, you don't want to be thinking of that. You just want to be focusing on your pitch, being relaxed. This also relates to trying to just do all your busy work before your pitch so that you can just get ready, just sit there, and when your name is called, for you to just go up and deliver it. So number 7 is to remember that you shouldn't rush during your pitch. So this is something that almost all entrepreneurs have been subject to doing before the first few pitches if they haven't done many during when they're doing their pitch competitions or pitching to investors. It's going to be because you're nervous and you're not confident in your material. You might have practiced a million times, but doing your first few pitches is going to be not your best ones, more than likely. So it really doesn't matter how much you practice. When you get on stage, you're going to be nervous, and 5 seconds is going to feel like 30 seconds when you're on stage. So remember, you don't want to rush, even if you have a tight window of time that you're allowed to use. Just take a deep breath, look at the audience, and just begin speaking. It doesn't take that much time to do that, and it'll definitely help you in the long run. Also, it's better to cut some unimportant stuff if you feel like you are forced to rush during your pitch, because it's better just to deliver your pitch in a smooth way and not have to feel like you're rushing all the time, because this will definitely help you deliver the core components of your pitch. Number 8 is to stay calm and take command of the room. Now, like I said, it's normal to get nervous. It's similar to the last tip that you don't want to rush when speaking. So some things that you want to think about when doing doing your pitch is to articulate your words properly. Take time, articulate them. Stand up tall. This will definitely help you increase your confidence. This goes back to the power poses. Smile, make eye contact with the panel investors. And if you just to stay calm and just look around and pretend you're just speaking to a few friends or anything like that, this will definitely help you when delivering your pitch. You also want to be in command of the room. So another way of saying this would be to feel the pulse of the room, understand it, know when to put more or less energy in your voice, how to move your body position. This will always take practice, and it's definitely best to practice your pitch in a variety of settings and a variety of people, but nothing's better than actually going and practicing doing your pitch in front of a lot of people, and that'll get you the most practice for doing your pitch for many times to come. So be sure to do these 8 tips right before your business pitch so that you can be your best when you are in this moment. Hopefully this helped you and you actually are able to use this for your pitch, and you can see some results when you do this. So that's it for today, guys. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Young Startup Life, and visit our website at youngstartuplife.com for more startup advice and tips.